Hello, my Monday at 11 a.m. class. Tomorrow we meet. Today is February 6th. Tomorrow is February 7th. I am looking forward to everyone's in the news. I started this assignment with my Friday at 11 class, and it went very well. Students were so nervous. Were they going to do this right, do that right? There was, 18 students presenting and 18 different styles of presentation. And as long as you have the introduction where you cite your source and tell us what you're about to talk about, and then your body where you paraphrase the details, your choice, and then the conclusion, your opinion, 2 to 5 minutes, you've got it. And you do not need visual aids. The visual aid is you. Your facial expression, your body language, your energy, your zazazoo is going to make this work. And as long as the topic is legal, in good taste, and you have an interest in it, we're going to be interested in it too. So I've had students talk about the Housewives of Beverly Hills. I've had them talk about video games. I've had them talk about health and nutrition, about the Olympics. There's so many stories out there. And you do not have to read a newspaper. Maybe it comes from something you've heard in social media, or you heard it on a television show or a podcast or radio station. As long as you're confident it's a legitimate source, we're not sharing lies, then it's good to go. I want to make sure that everyone is paying attention to the syllabus, to the calendar, and to the discussion boards, and soon to come the journals. This class was designed for success and ease of movement. I think some students fall into the trap of not reading, not knowing what they signed up for at the point of registration, and then not getting into the course space. This is even before the pandemic. There's always a course space. I don't know if they did not go through this in orientation, but most students understand. You sign up, you look at Access BCC. The semester started January 24th. Was it 24th? And then it'll be open for you, and it's a rhythm. Every week there's another folder. Every week there are discussion boards or board, and then the journals will follow after the presentations. And then the most important thing about the calendar is to know when you're presenting. We are hybrid, so it's asynchronous during the rest of the time, meaning independent work. Do not let that lag behind. That's what happens to some students. They have great intentions, but they don't open up the course space. This is college. This is how I taught for the 42 years. I give the syllabus, I give the calendar, and I don't chase students. It's like, you want to do it? Great. It was designed for success and designed for you. When you look at our course space, you will see that we have PowerPoints, we have chapters, all to support you. We have the presentation guidelines. You can look in the handouts where there's a outline template. There's the evaluation sheet, which shows that I'm really looking for you to have an intro, body, conclusion. I am listening for content. I want a good delivery. If you are content focused, the delivery will flow, which is exactly like it's supposed to, with good eye contact, good energy, and natural body language. So in the classroom, you'll be standing up. At the podium in front, you're in charge, and you are in charge. Use notes that are going to work for you. Realize you've got this. It's in you. I would never ask students to do something that I didn't think was reasonable to do. So as I look at our calendar, I can see there are 7 times we're meeting. We already met on the first time on January 24th, and now February 7th, and then February 28th to do the informative speech, and it goes on. Please read it. Make notes of those. Do not travel to BCC to find there's no class. The only reason we meet is to listen to each other and to support each other and be good audience members, so we can complete that circle of communication. When you read or you watched the PowerPoint for chapter 1, they talked about oral communication being transactional. As soon as I speak, you are giving me back feedback non-verbally. I see it in my mind, the communication model, as a circle. So I am the source, I am the speaker, and I am encoding a message using my verbal and nonverbal skills, and that message is going over to you, the listener or the receiver. Now, because of your worldview, you are going to decode my message on your own terms. And then there'll be feedback. In the classroom, there'll be feedback with head nods and smiles, and then we ask questions at the end and applause. So that's all feedback, and it completes the circle. Communication like this only goes in one direction. It doesn't go in reverse. So it's very satisfying. That's the bonus of having a live audience. You have immediate feedback, which is really, really important. So you feel like you've been heard. And if in the classroom anyone has any questions, either to enhance the conversation or ask a question that's specifically some content, that's the time to do it. And then we move on to the next person. And it's very cool. We do one after another. And everybody who is in this class, this assignment is due tomorrow. I don't care if you just registered for it on Friday. It is due. And there's support there. There's a tutorial on it. There's handouts on it. At least one handout on In the News. But it's really the icebreaker speech, probably the least concern you should have. This is your first time up there. You don't know how your voice is going to sound. You don't know if your notes are working for you. I always do a prepared outline of my notes, but I don't write it out word for word. You might decide you want to do it word for word. You might memorize it. I don't suggest that, but students do that. Or they do impromptu. They have no notes whatsoever, which is a bad practice. I do not collect your notes. Those notes are to support you. I know, I feel like your grandmother. So make sure you read the syllabus in all your courses. Make sure you read the calendar in all your courses. Make sure you take time in your course site to look around to see what course tools there are that may help you, right? Make sure you watch the PowerPoints, read the chapters, watch the videos, immerse yourself in this, and you will feel more and more supported, and you will have what Amy Cuddy said, you will fake it until you become it, and that's this week's discussion board, and you will be empowered. You already are public speakers, but I can't wait to meet new people. We had a great group assemble on January 24th. We went around the room, we got to know each other a little bit, and I was so excited, and then I saw more people come in. The more people come in, you are going to do your In the News with the rest of us. We're at E209 on the Fall River campus. Right next door, there is E209A, so you can get confused. You will see me in there. There's another teacher in there right before us, so I will be in there. Hopefully by 11:15, I'll be walking around. You'll recognize me, right? See this. And then we wear our masks. I wear an N95, and it covers everything, the nose, the chin, and it's tight. So please protect yourself with a good mask. There are 32 chairs in that room, and I think we have 8 students now. Well, maybe we have 10, I'm not sure. But we have plenty of room. Just get in there, space out, be as clean as you can be. I usually bring in alcohol wipes so we can wipe down the podium between each speaker, and we'll do one after another, and it's nice. It's a happening. It makes much more sense to do it this way, to do it live, because that's what public speaking is, and complete that circle. So the sources, encoding of a message, that's me, the speaker, and you as the listeners, decoding of the message, and you take a message in with what you hear, what you see, and what you feel, and then where they overlap, where you are on the same page, that's shared meaning, that's the connection, that's communication. So for every single person, it might be a different shared meaning because we're all different human beings. So we give it our best effort. Every one of these presentations has a time limit. First one, 2 to 5 minutes. And that's your job, to get it in that time limit. That's like the goalpost, right? So it's a wide berth. Some people with 2 minutes, some people 5, but try to get it in there. And I will time your speeches, so I'll let you know. So maybe you do what you do your first speech and it's 9 minutes. You say, I didn't think I was going to speak that long. Well, now you know that when you practice it at home, you have to time it, because it's very important for economy of words, for your audience, and for the future when you're asked to do presentations, that you know about how long it's going to be. All right, everyone, I'll see you. I'm putting this in the email right now. I hope you're well. Don't get nervous. There's no reason to respond to this email. Just show up tomorrow in class at 11 o'clock. I'll be there, and make sure you read the syllabus for the dates and the calendar, and you will be in such good stead. And this class was designed for ease of operation, so do not make it harder than it has to be. You've got this.